sorry. And if you missed my December wrap up and you're watching this video, I am very sick right now, so my voice sounds like this. I'm so sorry, because there's nothing better than a Rochester accent along with being sick. I also am just sucking on a cough drop the whole time I'm filming in an effort to cough less. So sorry if you can hear that. So I wanted to do a video talking about how my 2019 reading year went, and then talking about 2020 goals. I do them together because I really only have one reading goal. This year I have a little bit more than one, but I'll explain. I really only have one. Well, I'll explain. So I am sick and my brain is a little foggy, so all of these numbers don't add up, but I just do not have the energy to try and refigure them out, basically. So let's get started. So in 2019 I read 186 books. This does include DNFs, because I count DNFs. Like if I DNF after one chapter or whatever, I don't count it. But if I feel like I put in the effort, I count it. Additionally, I read 63,674 pages, and I will show you on the screen how those break down by month in case you're curious. Like September was my biggest page count and book number count reading month, but really the whole summer and through October were all like 20 books or more, which is just crazy. Audiobooks really helped there. And then I'll talk a little bit about some stats that I personally track, and I'll put graphs up and stuff for if you are curious. So speaking about ratings, I rate on a 5-star scale. I do not do half ratings anymore. I also am going to be doing a video about ratings soon, because I have some thoughts about book ratings that I kind of want to like explore. So I ended up DNFing 5 books. I gave 0 books 1 star. I think I gave like a short story within an anthology 1 star, but that doesn't matter. I gave 4 books 2 stars, 45 books 3 stars, 98 books 4 stars, and 33 books 5 stars. Which I feel like makes sense to me. 4 and 5 stars are typically my highest, or 3 and 4, is that what I said? I don't know. Are typically my highest ratings. And I definitely felt like I was giving out a lot of 4 stars this year, so that makes sense with what I felt. By genre, I'm really like struggling how to classify these right now. Like I don't want to get too nitpicky with my genre classification, so things changed over the year, and I don't know what I think I've made a decision for 2020, but we'll see. So I read 99 romance books. That was my highest read genre. 49 young adult, 2 like fantasy adult reads, like, or adult whatever, and 24 nonfiction, which makes sense, but that was a lot more than I felt like I thought I had read. When it comes to format, I read 24 books in hardcover, 49 books in paperback, 48 in ebook, and 59 audiobooks. Which the audiobooks, that's a big number. Murphy, stop trying to hurt my journal. And then when it comes to author gender, this is not a surprise at all. I read 158 books written by women, 25 books written by men, which most of those are the nonfiction, and then 3 books by others. So either they're written by multiple authors of differing genders, or they don't identify as male or female. And then I started tracking publication year. I don't really know why I track this. Like, I'm not sure what it tells me, but I track it. So I read 3 books that were written before 1999. I read 22 books written between 2000 and 2010. 106 books between 2010 and 2018. And then 55 books written in 2019. So I read 55 new releases, which that's pretty pretty good, I feel like. The other thing was I had wanted to get my TBR down, and I did not put my Christmas gift books, they're actually still back there, on my TBR. Whatever, it'll be on there in January. So my TBR was at 63 books, but I didn't know what I had started the year at. But I had done a video earlier in the year of a TBR shelf tour, so I went back and looked, and my TBR was 63 books. So I guess that's good. And oh, actually I'd also tracked like what books I have like a spreadsheet that I use, and I tracked what I bought and like if I read those books or not. And so I purchased 117 books, and of those 117 books that I purchased, physical copies of, 30 are unread. And I actually think that's not that, obviously I would prefer it be a lower number, but I feel like that's not that bad. I thought it was going to be worse. So that's exciting. And my plan is to do another TBR tour in January, and that will be like my start of 2018 or 2020. Whoa, going back in time like crazy. That'll be the start of 2019. And then we'll see if I can get that number down. So speaking of which, goals. So I do make goals in life and in bookish reading things, but I try not to overdo it. And for the last few years, when it comes to bookish goals, I've done one goal, and that is my Goodreads challenge. And I have consistently made my Goodreads challenge 100 books, because to me 100 books is a completely achievable number for me. I didn't hit it one year, but technically I did. Goodreads just didn't count rereads at the time. So I am going to do that again, because it's a completely achievable goal for me. I do not think you have to have a Goodreads goal. I do not think you have to read 100 books. I don't think you have to read 2 books. I think you can do whatever you want. If you want to set your Goodreads goal at 1 book so that you have the Goodreads tracking of looking at your like 2019, 2020 reads, whatever, I think there's nothing wrong with that. I'm comfortable at setting it at 100 books. It does not cause me stress. Because like I said, it's very achievable for me. And if I didn't hit it, it really would not be a big deal to me. I track my books on a spreadsheet, so from a tracking perspective, I have that already. But that's really my only goal. I do have ambitions to do other things. The reason I don't say that these are goals is because goals are quantifiable things that you can go after and record your progress and actually accomplish. And I have not thought that far out with these other things. So I would like my TBR to be smaller. In my head, I think I always want my TBR to be under 50 books, but I'm not ready to commit to that being my goal. So I'll be happy, I guess, if my Goodreads or if my TBR stays consistent. I'll be happy with that, like it was this year. But I would like to see my TBR shelf decrease. I would like to continue to read the books I buy and not just have them sit on my shelf for years. And I would also like to complete more series. Mainly I'm like looking at my TBR shelf. I would like to complete the books, the series that are on my shelf, because there are series that I own the first books in that I refuse to read, even though I want to read them, because it's just going to add another series, and I don't want that in my life. So, and these are obviously just self-imposed ideas. So I have like an idea of series that I want to read, but I don't have like a set number or whatever. I would like to complete all of the completed series that are on my shelf. And hopefully that'll happen. And I'm going to try and make a pointed effort of doing it, like trying to complete a series every single month. We'll see what happens, but that's my goal because I want to finish them. And a lot of them I'm gonna have to reread books because I've waited so long to read them, which is fine. It's not like I'm gonna be mad about rereading them, but like I have a trilogy. I've read the first and second book. I don't know, I literally got the third book from the library and never read it. Like, I don't know, I have no excuse. So now I have to reread the whole thing because I just like don't remember enough, and I was confused enough the first time. So I definitely don't want to just go into the third one. So I would like to read series, but again, I don't think that's a goal because it's not something I can quantify and track and like specifically say you've accomplished it when this happens. And for me, that's what a goal is. So that's my 2019 like look back. I did do a series of videos around Christmas, and one of them was I think I called it like 5 golden reads or something. Those were my 5 favorite books of the year. If you are curious about that, I'm just not going to talk about them again here, but you can check that out if you're interested. So yeah, thank you for putting up with my voice, and I will see you soon with another video. I don't remember what I'm gonna do next, but I'll see you when I see you. Bye.